दोस्तों चैनल को लाइक और सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें। So student, today we will learn exchange sort in Java. The exchange sort compares each element of an array and swap those elements that are not in their proper position, just like a bubble sort does. The only difference between the two sorting algorithm is the manner in which they compare the elements. The exchange sort compares the first element with each element of the array, making a swap where is necessary. In some situations, the exchange sort is slightly more efficient than its counterpart, the bubble sort. The bubble sort needs a final pass to determine that it is finished, thus is slightly less efficient than the exchange sort because exchange sort doesn't need a final pass. Means exchange sort and bubble sort both are same, but their comparison method is different. They are comparing values differently. Means if we talk about exchange sort, then it is comparing the first value to all the elements, where the bubble sort is comparing two elements in each round, right? So this is the main difference between these two sorting methods. Even many programmers are using the same method, like in place of bubble sort they are using the same program, like exchange sort they are using instead of bubble sort, and that is also applicable, right? So see the program. This is the first round of your program. I have already indicated all the elements, how your program is executing and how your compiler is processing your program, that we have already done. In this class we have a main method. We have a array. This array has 5 elements. It is starting from 0, that you know. And we have two loops. Outer loop is starting from 0. The initial value of I is 0, and the inner loop is starting from I plus 1. Means it will, suppose the value of I is 0, then j will be I plus 1 means 1. And after this we are applying our an if condition. In this condition we are checking these two elements in a time, like 77 or 87. So 0 and 1. See, 0 will be I of 0, then it will start from 0, and 1 means j equal to I plus 1, so it will be 1. So same thing we are comparing. We are comparing a of I is less than j, a of j. So a of I means this 77, and a of j means j is 1, so it will be 87. So if the condition will be true, it will swap our values. Suppose the condition is false, then it will not execute this code segment, right? So see the first round. In the first round the value of I is 1, and the value of j is the value of I is 0, and the value of j is 1, right? Now see, when j equal to 1, if a of I means 0 position, we have 77, is less than a of j means 87, condition is true, so it will swap the value. First it will give this a of i's value to temp, and then we will get the new value, like 87 we will get in a of I. Then in a of j means on the place of 87 we will put this temp value, right? So this temp 77, a of I means 0 index, so it was 77. So 77 will be moved on a of j, and the a of j's value will be moved on a of I. So it will replace like this. In place of 87 we have, in the second round we have 77. In the place of 77 we have 87. Now j will increase its value by 1 in the second round of this loop. So j will be 2. Now again it will check the condition. A of I means 87 is less than a of j means second position. So it will check this both the conditions. If the condition is true, here the condition is false, so it will not swap the values. Okay, now increase, it will not execute this code segment. Now it will increase j's value by 1. the value of j is 3. Again it will check the condition a of I is less than a of j means 3, right? So condition, again the condition is false, so it will not swap the values. Again j's value will be increased by 1, so j will be 4. Now check the 4. A of I means 0 is less than a of j means 4, 5. The condition is false. Again it will not execute the value. Now the j's value will be 5. 5 is less than 4, condition will be false, then it will out from the loop. Now we will increase the value of I. So I will increase its value by 1. It's round 2. Again we will see the same concept, but now we have I equal to 1. So j's value will be I plus 1, means 1 plus 1. So j will start from 2, okay, and the length will be same. If a of I means 77 is less than a of j means 2, if the condition is true, then it will swap. So the condition is not true, it is false. Now j will increase its value by 1, it will be 3. A of I means 277 is less than a of j means 3. The condition is again false, it will not execute. Again j will increase its value by 1, j equal to 4. A of I means 1 is less than a of j means 4. The condition is again false, so it will not execute the value. Finally we will get 87, 77, 12, 30 and 5. So it was round 2. Now we will see round 3. In third round we have I will increase its value by 1, so I will be 2. So j will be again started, it will start from 0, right? So j equal to I plus 1 means 2 plus 1, so j will be 3. Now it will check the condition. J3 is less than less than 5. Condition is true. If a of I is less than a of j, a of I means 2 is less than 3. Condition is true. Then it will swap the values. 30 will be here and 12 will be here. You can see it is swapped. Okay. Now j will increase its value by 1, so it will be 4. Now a of I means 30 is less than a of j means 5. Condition will be false. Then the final value will be, it will never execute. Then the final value will be 87, 77, 30, 12. When it will be 5, the condition will be false, and then it will increase the value of I by 1. So now the value of I is 3 in fourth round. So 3 plus 1 will be 4. J is less than 5. The condition is true. Then it will see a of I means 12 is less than a of j means 4. The condition is false, so it will not swap the values. Now it will increase its value by 1, so it will be 5. 5 is less than 5. Condition will be false. Now I will increase its value by 1, so 3 plus 1 it will be 4. 4 is less than length minus 1 means 4. So 4 is less than 4. Condition will be false. Then it will exit from the loop, right? So this is your program. Again you can see the same concept. We have an array, we have two loops, so that you can see we have a temporary variable that is same as your array data type, right? So it will execute the first loop. It will start from 0 and the j will start from I plus 1, means whatever value will be there for I, it will increase its value by 1, right? So it will execute program when the conditions will be true. When the conditions will be false, the loop will be exit and it will print the array's value. Whatever elements we have, that will be print on the screen. So it will print the elements in ascending or descending orders, that you can see. We had in descending order, right? So suppose we have less than sign, then it will print a descending order. But suppose you want to print in ascending order, then you have to put greater sign, right? So in greater sign it will print in ascending order, right? So we can compile it and then you can execute the program like this. It is in assembly mode. And suppose we are using less than sign, compile, then execute the program. So it is in descending order.